ready.
Inside, Starburst Girl in full flight. She's just at a light and Millie Perez are coming now. The leader, Starburst Girl. Millie Perez getting going. Starburst Girl in front. She's just at a light and Millie Perez flying. Millie Perez after Starburst Girl, but Starburst...
Well, the temptation when looking at the 4-year-old mares category of the Vicbred Super Series this season is just to work out which of Emma Stewart's horses are going to win, because she has got an incredibly powerful hand in each of the 4 qualifiers on Friday night at Shepparton. Just to break things up a little bit, I'm going to pick a horse from each of those qualifiers. The last 3 are all going to be trained by Emma Stewart and Clayton Tonkin, but we'll just change it up with the first of the qualifiers. Let's focus on Miss Dreamin', who of course did an incredible job to break her Metropolitan maiden at start number 7 in heat of the Vicbred Metropolitan Pace Series, and then did an amazing job to finish second at TCB McRae in the final. Now, on Friday night at Shepparton, things haven't exactly worked out at the draw. She's drawn outside the front line, and surprise, surprise, her major danger is an Emma Stewart trained runner in Bridie Valentine. But win, lose or draw in this first qualifier for the 4-year-old mares, I think the Miss Dreamin's going to be a horse to watch right throughout the course of this series, particularly if she gets the draws to take on the real big guns. I'm talking about the established stars, and the first of those established stars we're going to discuss, and the first of 3 Emma Stewart runners, is Love List. Started favourite last weekend in the Richmond Lass against the open class pacing mares. Probably went a touch disappointingly on that occasion, but she's very, very talented at her best. She's very complete. She can race park, she can go forward, maybe even find the front when she gets frontline draws, and she's got a terrific turn of foot. She's probably going to have to apply that turn of foot at some point in this qualifier on Friday night, but it might just be to go around and find the lead or the breeze mid-race, because she's so superior to her rivals on this occasion that she won't just be wanting to sit back, I don't think, and come with one run. Bodicea Fury is a handy customer, but runs second more often than she wins, and I think Lovelace will just completely dominate this qualifier on the way to starting one of the favourites in the semi-final and final phase of the Vicbred Super Series for the 4-year-old mares. Probably the most interesting of all runners in the 4-year-old mares division of this series is Delight Me, who goes around in the 3rd of the preliminaries on Friday night at Shepparton. Again, trained by Emma Stewart and Clayton Tonkin. I think if we wind the clock back about 18 months and you'd have said, could you line up for me, Emma, Delight Me, Love List, and also Starburst Girl, who goes around in the last qualifier, she would have said Delight Me way above the other 2. She's had a very rocky road in between that time, and turns up here only second up from a break after I think a moderate first up win. There was probably a lot in hand there when beating Bad Billy, but she'll want to improve a fair bit if she wants to play in this series. She probably is the most talented, but she also draws the toughest of the heats, I think, with Friendly Fire coming from Stay and Play, and also What's Emma Got coming across from South Australia with great form. Mistress of Illusions flying, and so is Keyang Ebony Rose. So really tough heat there, but I think if Delight Me's at her best, she'll be tough to beat on Friday night and tough to beat through the series as a whole. The final of the qualifiers for the 4-year-old mares is the penultimate race in the program on Friday night at Shepparton. And once again, we see Emma Stewart come to the fore with the vastly improved, in fact incredibly improved Starburst Girl, who's 4 from 4 this preparation, defeated the stablemate Love List in the Silver Chalice a couple of starts back, then last time out speared to the front and gave nothing else a chance in the Richmond Lash. So there's every chance somehow, something that nobody would have thought 6 months ago or maybe even 2 months ago, that Starburst Girl could start favourite for the final of this series if she's able to win her heat tomorrow night and then go through to the semi-final phase and also remain undefeated there. She has got some competition here. Morton Plains is the defending champion, but she's first up from a break and we just don't know exactly where she is in her preparation. Good trial last Sunday. Is she ready for this? We'll find out on Friday night at Shepparton. Also their Keyang Mercedes, Glenferrie Blade, Golla Girl, and even Vapor Grin for your multiples. But certainly if the best Starburst Girl turns up, the one we've seen in all 4 runs this preparation, she'll be incredibly hard to beat. As I mentioned, it's become a little bit boring in its predictability, but certainly Emma Stewart holds all the keys for this series. But the most interesting runner will be Delight Me. If she can win comfortably in the toughest of the preliminaries on Friday night at Shepparton, she'll be very, very hard to beat as the series progresses. Good luck and good punting, and thanks so much for joining us for this preview of the Vicbred Super Series first qualifiers Friday night at Shepparton.